You don't get to come to Newbattle without getting a wee chat about the Digital Centre, so that's my job. But I will keep it in the context that we're in today. So quite a few people ask me, what is the Digital Centre? The main aim of the Digital Centre is to help our local authority, our Regional Improvement Collaborative and the wider City Deal group address and work towards addressing some of the skills that are going to appear in terms of data innovation, coding and cyber security. For those of you who are up with the sort of City Deal angle, Edinburgh University and Napier University plan to make Edinburgh and the Edinburgh region the data capital of Europe over the next 10 to 20 years, rivaling Microsoft, rivaling Google, rivaling Facebook. That obviously has huge implications on the workforce skills in our local area. We don't want to end up as an area where all we're doing is bringing in people to work in data innovation as opposed to actually being able to provide expertise within our own local workforce. So that's one of the very main reasons that we're here. We want to be involved in using, I use the word transform very carefully because it's never been done anywhere in the world when technology has been put into schools, but really in a very research-based way, look at how we can improve the use of technologies in school. And it's for our particular community, and Midlothian's embarking on a Schools of Excellence programme across all of Midlothian, not just in digital, but it'll be in sciences, STEM, I think performing arts as they build new schools. But the reason that we were lucky enough to be chosen first was because just our region, our area, really needs help in terms of breaking some of the poverty cycles that are going on in terms of aspiration and overcoming that poverty-related attainment gap. So it's an injection of resource, funding, ideas, partnerships as well. So probably going to maybe speak to you more about, well, we're running a digital literacy curriculum. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'm going to talk a bit more about what our challenge is going to be, and it sits very well within this group. So Caroline's already talked about the electives and the work-based learning, and over time, already certain subjects and certain departments and certain teachers have skills, and we have capacity to grow in certain areas, music technology, our creative arts and design, our science academy. These things are building really nicely. So we have to work in this context to think about how we're going to deliver curriculum pathways. So for our curriculum, we can't just do it with teachers. We can't just do it with SQA, although you're great. We need more. We need to think outside the box in terms of how our curriculum develops. And as Caroline said, partnerships are about empowering our pupils and our teachers to bring these pathways, bring these journeys from early years right through to the senior phase and into employment. And that can be offering the foundation apprenticeships, but that can also be sharing expertise, sharing industry standard qualifications, widening our view of what a learner journey is. So a large part of that will be the digital leaders and developing young people's capacity, not necessarily in a traditional sense in the classroom. So maybe working with the electives, partnering with other organisations, after school clubs, different small distinct groups, maybe working with some of our partners and developing the young people's skills there. And then the question comes, how do you celebrate that achievement? How do you capture the attainment? The Digital Centre can't move forward on its curricular journey just with SQA and just with teachers. So here's a kind of just a little, this is my dream, what our pathways will start to look like. So S1 to 3 will be broad general education. We're getting support from partners on our digital literacy. We have also, including Education Scotland, we have appointed 2 educational technologists. So these are people that will not necessarily teach, neither of them are teachers, but they have a really good grasp of education moving across into technology. So within a week, we've managed to almost embed virtual reality into the science department classrooms. That wouldn't have happened if there hadn't been these dedicated people in the room, because we know the pressures and strains of using technology in classrooms can create for teachers. But there was 2 people there supporting the whole time, training the teachers, training the pupils in the technology, and then lo and behold, a week later, you've got teachers delivering quite comfortably and confidently, but with a phone call straight away saying, this isn't working, come and help, which is quite unique in local authorities at the moment in terms of our, our digital strategy and digital support. So the broad general education, we can kind of do that. We're okay with that. We can ask teachers to take part in the digital literacy. It's not computing teachers that are delivering digital literacy. We're being sneaky and pulling in a little bit of coding as well. The teachers are happy to deliver that. We're thinking about computational thinking in there. We're using some of the work from Edinburgh University on data innovation. We're pulling that in there as well. So the digital literacy curriculum is great, and the young people are going crazy for it. There's the 6-a-day feedback to the head teachers, really, really positive. It's what happens after that, 4th, 5th and 6th year, our challenges are beginning to sort of unfold. And what we would love to see is that things like, if you're a Pi Academy member or in a coding club, how is it we're capturing that as a school? How is it we're taking that expertise as a 15-year-old when you can probably code better than most of the teachers in the school, and how are we using that to feed back into our own curriculum? Again, just thinking up outside, trying to think about our future workplace as opposed to our current workplace. And that's where we're working with our partners at Edinburgh University and Napier and Skills Development Scotland. All these people help with how we can move forward, and the idea that if this area is going to be an informatics centre in the next 10 years, well, there's degrees that I haven't even heard of when you start looking at Edinburgh University informatics, and how is it that we can help our Skills Development Scotland colleagues think outside that box as well, when we've got a fantastic careers advisor, but is helping Alison really think about, right, what is it in 10 years' time that data innovation means for our area? Another one's cyber security. So, Education Scotland, they've got a lot of facts on cyber security. One of our hopefully new partners, 6.6, who's a major cyber security player, they reckon there's 1.3 million, and somebody's already said, well, that's increased to 2 million cyber security vacancies across the world. How many of us are, really challenging the cyber security NPA, pushing that forward, thinking, I know there are other schools that are doing that, so that's where we need to start learning, because in our context, if we're thinking about data, we're thinking about heavy digital technologies in our area, when cyber security is going to be a good work stream as well for young people. So we are very much at the start of our journey in the digital centre, and it has to sit with the agenda of capturing wider achievement and thinking out the box in terms of curriculum, in terms of qualifications and where we get there. So I'm really happy and looking forward to the rest of the day.